In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is his final messenger, a book that changed the world. Over 1,000 years ago, in a world where medicine was bound by superstition and guesswork, a young Persian genius penned a book that would become the gold standard for healing across the Islamic world, and later all of Europe. This wasn't just a book, it was the book. Al-Qanun fi al-Tib, the Canon of Medicine by Ibn Sīnā, a masterpiece so powerful it became the medical Bible for over 600 years. But who was Ibn Sīnā, and what did he know that others didn't? The genius behind the words. Born in 980 CE near Bukhara in present-day Uzbekistan, Ibn Sīnā was a child prodigy. By the age of 16, he had memorized the entire Quran, mastered logic and philosophy, and had already begun studying medicine. But what truly set him apart was how he thought. Where others accepted tradition, he questioned it. Where others saw symptoms, he sought causes. At just 18, Ibn Sīnā cured a Samanid king and was granted access to the royal library, one of the most extensive in the world at the time. And with that knowledge, he began to write. The Canon of Medicine wasn't just a book. It was a 5-volume encyclopedia compiling everything known about medicine and more. He divided the book into 5 parts: general principles of medicine, including anatomy, health, disease, and hygiene; materia medica, listing over 800 drugs with descriptions, uses, and interactions; diseases specific to particular organs, from head to toe; diseases not specific to organs, like fevers, infections, and poisons; pharmacology and compound drugs; how to mix, dose, and deliver remedies. What made it so revolutionary? It wasn't just about what he wrote, it was how he explained the human body with logic, observation, and deep insight. Ibn Sīnā understood that health was a balance between the 4 humors, yes, but also between the body and the soul. He spoke of psychosomatic illness long before it had a name, contagion theory, hinting at the idea that diseases could spread from person to person; the importance of clean water, hygiene, diet, and rest. He even detailed procedures for surgical instruments, dissections, treatment of mental illness, and accurate descriptions of diseases like diabetes and epilepsy. To put it simply, Ibn Sīnā wasn't just a doctor. He was a visionary, a millennium ahead of his time. For centuries, the Canon of Medicine became the medical textbook in Islamic universities, and later in European medical schools. It was translated into Latin in the 12th century by Gerard of Cremona, and from Montpellier to Oxford, no medical student could graduate without studying Ibn Sīnā. In fact, the canon was used in European universities until the 1600s, even after newer medical discoveries had emerged. Why? Because it was organized, clear, and deeply rooted in observation and ethics. And even modern historians admit many of its insights still hold true today. So what happened to Ibn Sīnā? He lived a life of teaching, writing, traveling, and healing. He wrote over 200 books, 50 of which were about medicine and philosophy. He passed away in 1037 CE at the age of 58. But his words, his knowledge, his spirit, they never died. In a world of distractions and digital noise, maybe it's time we return to the wisdom of the past. To read a book that wasn't just about curing bodies, but about understanding life itself. In an age where healing has become transactional, the legacy of Ibn Sīnā reminds us that true medicine is a blend of science and soul, that knowledge without ethics is dangerous, and that the best physicians are those who treat both the body and the heart. May Allah have mercy on Ibn Sīnā, the Prince of Physicians, and may his legacy inspire a new generation of healers, thinkers, and seekers of truth. Was this book a miracle of its time, or a timeless guide written for ours? You decide. Subscribe to Haroon Niazy for more forgotten wisdom, timeless knowledge, and stories that matter.